Yeah, I don't get it. Is this supposed to mean something? It's just a banana, right? God, it smells in here. Is that the banana? Why'd you drag me out here for this? I could be playing Balatro or jacking off or something. I swear someone is blasting farts in here. This sucks.
That belongs in a museum!
Shut up, old man! What do you know? You work for Bethesda! They made this! I don't want to hear that shit from you! Let's get someone in here whose opinion matters.
Bro, this shit sucks.
See? Fuck you, Troy Baker. You don't know shit! Have you ever played a game that you think should be on display in a museum? What made you think that? Was it the visuals, the sound design?
Chaos control!
The actual gameplay? You know, the thing that makes it a game? Whatever it was likely something that took much more effort than half the shit that's in modern art museums. So why go out to a shitty modern art museum when you can experience an interactive art exhibit at home? Recently, I've played two very unique games that give a similar feeling to wandering through a large art exhibit. And from a gameplay perspective, it sounds like that could be pretty dull, but the bizarreness of the content makes for a very engaging experience. These games I describe as museum-likes. The first I'll be talking about is Psychopomp Gold. Psychopomp Gold is a psychological horror game created by the developer Fading Club, aka this guy. The game takes place underneath the surface of modern society in an ancient, secret world hidden from us normies. This world is revealed to you through the use of a helmet called the Psychopomp. You explore this surreal world as this very normal and mentally sound woman that seems to really like hammers. The gameplay consists of navigating through dark, creepy environments and interacting with NPCs and objects by either looking at it, talking to it, touching it, or, of course, bashing it with a hammer. Like most games, these interactions can sometimes reward you with useful items and information. Unlike most games, you won't know what the hell it means. Part of the gameplay in Psychopomp is just trying to figure out what the game is asking of you. The stages are like puzzles. The game throws you in and it's up to you to figure out what needs to be done to complete it. And with how weird the world and interactions are, it could take you a bit. You've probably noticed just from the imagery that this game is very dark and disturbing. The atmosphere and lack of light do a great job of putting you on edge. With how weird everything is, it's sometimes difficult to distinguish docile and hostile NPCs. And your stiff, tile-based tank control-ass movement cranks up the intensity of the enemy encounters because it can be really difficult to get away, similar to the original Resident Evils. These aspects make it a really effective horror game, so even if you're not super interested in the world itself, the scares are still pretty good. So that's the basic premise and mechanical concept of Psychopomp Gold. But that's not what the focus of this video is. I want to focus more on what makes this game art. All video games are art, and Psychopomp certainly is no exception. I've already described how it's an effective horror game, however there is so much more to it. The information you receive from NPCs and loading screen tips can seem like complete random nonsense, but actually have meaning in this unique world. When I first read these things, I just chalked it up to 2010 Reddit lol so random bullshit humor. But then I encountered something in the world that made some sense of it. That's when I realized this isn't complete random nonsense, there's real cohesion here. This is what hooked me. I started questioning everything I would see or hear in the game. I wanted to know what it all meant, if it truly meant anything at all. Psychopomp introduces you to so many strange and seemingly random concepts that it appears to be complete and utter nonsense. At first. But as you learn more and start piecing things together, the world starts making more sense, but not perfect sense, which causes you to question whether there is even any sense to be made, or if you are losing your mind. This is what is so brilliant about Psychopomp. It simulates what it's like to go insane. Psychopomp Gold is an avant-garde interactive art piece underneath the guise of a horror game. The entire experience is fascinating and thought-provoking. The most fun part for me is trying to piece together the fragmented, amorphous information. I find this to be the real game of Psychopomp, and I'm still playing it outside of the game. I've played through the game twice, gotten the secret ending, and performed every interaction with every NPC and object I could find, and yet I still have so many questions. I can't get it out of my head. And making you think is what good art does. Psychopomp Gold is only $9 on Steam. I highly recommend it. There is an earlier incomplete version just called Psychopomp as well, but I truly believe Gold is worth your time, and I just want Finn to get as much support as he can because I want to see what he cooks up in the future. Speaking of cooking, another game similar to Psychopomp is ENA Dream BBQ. ENA Dream BBQ is a first-person adventure game created by ENA Team, led by the animator Joel Guerra, very much inspired by the cult classic LSD Dream Emulator for PS1. Dream BBQ takes you on a nonsensical adventure as the character ENA, who is trying to find the boss, whoever that is.
I am the boss.
The gameplay consists of walking around and interacting with objects and characters with some platforming segments. Characters will sometimes give jobs that can net you items that can be traded for other items that can be used to finish another job, but most of the time they just vomit words that may or may not mean anything. Here's an example of one of these conversations with full context.
May I offer you a divestment opportunity?
Divestment? Are you making fun of my unemployment lives? I don't care! Don't care! Go away! What? You are ENA? You have a job?
It's more of a lifestyle. That's my destiny. What more could I do? God knows the rest.
Phew! I am nice to you, and this is the thanks I get?
Rude entities like you get punished for the sins of others.
Tell me! I'm joking! Fell for it, didn't you?
Miss, could you keep it down, please? The pizza guy is right here.
You know, I'm pretty good at organizing words. I should be the CEO of organizing events or something.
Yeah, I don't know either. From a world-building perspective, it's hard to say whether the information given to the player is meaningful at all, when it doesn't pertain to a particular goal you've been assigned. Maybe these are references to Joel's ENA series on YouTube. Dream BBQ is essentially the interactive version of his videos. They may be intended to be philosophical in some way, or these things could be relevant later on because Chapter 1 is the only part available at the moment. The game definitely feels more like a traditional video game than Psychopomp, with its objective-less, normal feeling movement and platforming segments, some of which are pretty precise. But that's not where Dream BBQ's strengths lie. The thing that really sets this game apart is the variety of art within it. There is a plethora of visual styles, from computer-generated 3D modeling to weird Igor Razbov-ass looking cell animation akin to the Zelda CDI games. And the voice acting, holy shit, the VA work is awesome. It sounds as though the voice actors speak in the language they are most comfortable speaking in.
I am Dracula!
So one character will speak French, another will speak Korean, one Russian, one Japanese, there's even a funny Italian rat. It's really fucking cool. And their voice work is fantastic. Even if the gameplay isn't terribly interesting, everything else is. There's even multiple paths and endings that can give you different experiences on replays. I didn't even know there was an inventory on my first playthrough. It's a super weird and unique game. But as it stands, I don't feel that same kind of pull to delve into the meaning of it all with ENA Dream BBQ as I did with Psychopomp. But like I said before, there may be more cohesion once all the chapters release. It's still very much worth your time. ENA Dream BBQ is a showcase of the styles of all the artists that worked on it. It's a celebration of creativity and art in general. Also, it's free, so you have no excuse to not try it. I wanted to discuss these games because they should get more attention, especially Psychopomp, but also because I want to see more games like them. I want more interactive art exhibits. Give me more museum-like games. Yes, I'm talking to you. This is the call to action of the video. What other games are like these? I already mentioned LSD Dream Emulator earlier, but what else? Leave a comment of any suggestions you may have. And like and subscribe while you're at it. Also, sorry if you were expecting lore breakdowns or explanations of the things in either of these games. I didn't want to get too into my interpretations of the meaning behind the things I experience because your own interpretations are what make the experience unique. I also highly advise against looking up anything about the meaning to these things because the point of art like this is to ponder, not to know. Good art makes you think, and great art never leaves you. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and of course, the Turon. Peace.